Hello and welcome to your daily read for those who need. So today we're taking a look at doing a self-love spread, okay? So this reading is focused on those who are looking at some sort of self-improvement and they're looking towards self-acceptance as well, okay? Right, so what's going on for our collective, please? Can we focus on self-love spread for our collective? What's going on? Okay, right, how you see yourself at this moment in time is the Page of Cups. Why you don't prioritize your own needs, the Seven of Wands. How you can show yourself that you're more worthy, Strength. Okay. How you can be more authentic, the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Something that you're needing to release, the Five of Swords. Something that you're needing to acknowledge, the King of Wands. And then finally a message from your spirit guides, that's the Six of Cups. Okay, your current overall energy is the Hanged Man. Okay, so your current energy is pause, reflect. The Hanged Man as an energy is not a card of action. It's more to do with a card of, I would say, acceptance. Okay. Because it carries this vibe of, well, you know, whatever happens, happens, basically. It has that level of acceptance to it. So I feel that you're in this waiting energy, okay? Waiting, being patient. And then you've got the Knight of Wands under there. So you're waiting to take action on something, or you're waiting for the facts before you take action on something. Either way, it's showing me that you're not in a rush to be active right now, with the Hanged Man being your overall energy. Okay. How you see yourself right now is the Page of Cups. Now that carries a little bit of naivety to it because it is a page. I mean, you do see yourself as very kind, very empathic, very nurturing also. But it's also a youthful energy. So you see yourself as needing something to help you to grow or mature. Okay, it's also to do with emotions or spirituality. Okay, so maybe some of you are feeling that you're not in total control of your own emotions right now. Maybe you allow your emotions to run away with you. Maybe you're wishing for more control over your emotions. Or if this is about spirituality, then you could see yourself as having a little bit of knowledge, but wishing that you had more. Wishing that you had more information. Okay. Why you're not prioritizing your needs right now is the Seven of Wands. Because you feel that other people are going through worse or have had worse. So you've been gaslit, basically, by those who victimized you. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but you can actually see two faces side by side, and they're in that sort of screaming motion. Okay. So you don't prioritize your own needs because for some of you, you have had it drummed in that others have had it worse. So someone has basically invalidated your feelings at some point. Page of Cups, Seven of Wands. You've had your feelings invalidated. You've had a traumatic experience that you went through, shit on by another person. Yeah. Someone making you feel like you had no right to feel upset about what you went through because other people have got it worse or other people had it worse. Yeah, that might be true, but that doesn't invalidate your own experiences. So that's why it's the Page of Cups energy, and not like the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups, which is someone who knows exactly how they feel. You're sitting there going, I don't know if I've got a right to feel the way that I feel about that situation that happened that was really hurtful. I don't know if I've actually got a right to feel upset about that. Of course you do. Just because other people might have or had it worse, it does not invalidate your own experiences. It's not for anyone else to tell you whether or not your trauma was real or valid. You know your trauma was real and valid. Okay? So that's why you've not been prioritizing your own needs, because you felt like you haven't had the right to. So do not think for a single second that those who victimized you and made you feel like you had no right to feel the way that you felt, do not think that you played straight into their hands. Because they told you you've got no right to feel that way. You've got no right to be upset, yada, yada, yada. They were puppeteering you. Because for as long as you feel that way about yourself, you're going to be exactly where they want you to be, which is firmly under their control. Okay? How you can show yourself that you are actually worthy? Strength. So your strength card is strength, courage, diplomacy. It's also a card of influence. You need to start validating yourself. Influencing yourself, being strong and determined, and definitely, yes, stand up for yourself. Remember what I told you. It's no one else's place to tell you how you should or shouldn't feel about a situation. Right? They are boundary stomping. And that boundary stomping has now led you to this place of you questioning yourself, do I have a right to feel this way? That's why you're in the Hanged Man energy, with the Knight of Wands underneath there. It's all about power and control. Power and control. That someone else has had over you that has now left you feeling like you shouldn't see to your own needs. So it's affected your root chakra, which is the root of everything. For anyone who's interested in the chakra work, of course, it's affected your root chakra, your survival instincts, your ability to stay grounded. Your root chakra can also be where you store your karma as well. Okay. This is really interesting energy, because how you can be more authentic is the Seven of Swords, which is a strange one, because traditionally your Seven of Swords can be deceit, trickery, lying. It can be omission. But ultimately, your Seven of Swords has got a side to it that others tend to forget, which is survival instinct. You have to make peace with the things that you had to do or say in order to survive. You've got to make peace with that. Okay? You've got to. Your Seven of Swords also indicates that the survival instincts that you learn to survive in that situation are now no longer required, basically. Okay? No longer required. So, for example, say if you were brought up in an incredibly abusive household and you learnt to make yourself small so as not to be seen, because if you weren't seen, then you weren't going to be in the firing line. You weren't going to be a target. You might have learned to lie in order to survive. You might have learned to put up and shut up. You might have learned to be silent. You might have learned some kind of sneaky trickery tactics to survive. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that you had to do questionable things while you were in an environment that was incredibly dangerous and unhealthy. So you can make peace with that now, because that's not who you are as a person. This is why this is covering the question of how you can be more authentic. Yes, you had to do questionable things in response to an abnormal situation. Other people won't understand that, but that's fine. That just means they're not your people. If other people want to judge you for that, fine. They're not your people. If they want to live over there in their little sheltered ways, up in their ivory towers, fine, let them. It just means that life hasn't screwed them over yet. Yet. It comes to us all. It happens to us all. At some point. It was just unfortunate that whoever's resonating with this read, it happened to you sooner in life than you would have liked. So now you're going to be sitting there questioning yourself. Am I a bad person because of these survival tactics that I had to learn to survive? And Spirit's telling you no. No. You're not a bad person because of that. You're not a bad person because of the way that you had to respond to that dangerous situation. It doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a survivor. Simple as. However, as I've already mentioned, those tactics that you had to learn to survive, you can put them to rest. They're no longer required. They're no longer needed right now. Okay? And then, of course, in the future, should you ever come up against another dangerous person, you've got those skills then tucked away that you can whip out as and when you need. But you don't need it all of the time. Okay? You don't need it all of the time. And that's how you can be more authentic. Okay? To be more authentic also, another side of the Seven of Swords that a lot of people forget is taking back what belonged to you in the first place. It's all about your perspective. Is that fox or wolf, whatever it is, or the man that usually shows in the Seven of Swords, are they really stealing property that doesn't belong to them, or are they just taking back what was theirs in the first place? Your Seven of Swords is the grey areas in life. Your Seven of Swords tells you not everything is black and white in life. There are grey areas. And the grey areas is intent. What is the intent? What is the reasons behind someone doing this, that, or the next, or whatever? Your Seven of Swords is the grey. And no, not everybody is going to understand that. Because they haven't done their shadow work, quite frankly. Not everybody can sit there and go, do you know what? I've made mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. Do you know what? I had to lie in the past. It happens. Your Seven of Swords is a reminder that you're human. We're all human. And not everything is as clear-cut as those out there who are into the sunshine, rainbows and lollipops. Life doesn't work that way. Life is dark, dirty, hard and gritty. That's the reality. But you make peace with that. Okay? Okay? That's how you can be more authentic. Something that you're needing to release is the Five of Swords. You have to stop comparing yourself to others. You have to stop with the comparisons, because you're not other people. You are you. You're you. You didn't have the opportunities that other people had. You didn't. You are you. You are your experiences, and your experiences are unique, and your feelings are valid. Stop comparing yourself to other people. There is no need for the competition. Okay? And definitely try not to go down this path of, oh, who would I be if I had the opportunities that quote unquote normal people had in life? Who would I be? Would I be more confident? Would I be more successful? Would I be more handsome? Would I be more beautiful? Would I be more yada yada yada? And the list goes on, right? Who would I be if I had a complete set of loving parents, of loving safe parents? Who would I be? Avoid thinking that way, okay? Because that's not going to be beneficial, right? That's not your past, that's not your history, that's not what happened. You are where you're at right now. $1 million question is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? That's where your power lies. Your power isn't in the what ifs, buts and maybes. Your power isn't in comparing yourself to others and then feeling maybe even a little bit angry towards other people. Because it's like, how the fuck could you understand? You haven't been through yada yada yada. Do you know what I mean? And then in turn, you've had people do that to you. So it's like, see how it's a bit of a vicious circle. Yeah. Stop comparing yourself to others. And definitely do not allow others to compare themselves to you. Again, boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Okay? The same way that it's not anyone else's job to invalidate your feelings and your experiences and to shit over your experiences, it's not their job. Same way, it's not your job to do that to others either. Okay? Because bear in mind how many people out there actually lie and put on a show and put on a front. Oh yeah, I had a lovely childhood, yada yada yada. And the truth actually is going to be completely the opposite. Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody's dealing with their own shit. Everybody's dealing with their own demons. Everybody. The major difference is not everybody can sit there and admit it. And then can sit there and analyze themselves and go, okay, this is what I've been through. This is where I'm at now. This is where I'm wanting to go. And I'm going to get myself there. Not everybody can actually do that. Not everyone's got the strength or the courage to sit there and do that. Which is why you're going to be different. And that's exactly what's going to make you a cycle breaker. Okay? Something that you're needing to acknowledge, the King of Wands. Drive, passion, ambition. In fact, if you take a closer look at this, in the background, he's got the Ouroboros. In the background, the Ouroboros, which emphasizes that everything and everyone is connected. Okay? It's those cycles as well. It's those cycles of birth, death, renewal. Okay? Your King of Wands is having the drive, the passion, the spirit and the ambition that you have inherently within you. And that is something that someone else can never ever take from you. It's that fire in your soul. No one else can take that from you. They can take your money, they can take your possessions, yeah? But you're in control of your own will to live, okay? Of that passion within you, that drive, that determination, that ultimate inner strength. See how he's got the lion tattooed on his chest? Maybe someone has got a lion tattoo. Maybe someone is a Leo. Maybe you're a Leo. Just take the symbology as and when it resonates, okay? A message from your spirit guides, the Six of Cups, which is exactly what I was saying before. Do not live in the past. It's time to make peace with that past. And it's time for you to start creating new, happy memories for yourself. Maybe even take a look at doing some inner child work as well. Okay? Because it's the Six of Cups, childhood, nostalgia, happy memories. It's time for you to be the parent that you needed. Whether that means be the parent that you needed for your own kids, or be that parent that you needed for yourself. Time to reparent yourself. Again, take it as it resonates. Okay? Your message from your spirit guides, you do have what it takes. And this is going to set you off on that firm path towards self-love. The major blockage that I have seen with your own self-love is someone else having you question as to whether or not you should really be feeling the way that you do about your past. And randomly we just had a card that fell out. Making a choice and sad embrace. Yeah. Yeah, it's time for you to make that choice. And it's going to be a difficult choice because it came out with sad embrace. It's very bittersweet energy. It's like you might have become comfortable with feeling the way that you do. And so to change things up could be a discomfort. Protect and treasure. Yeah, you are a treasure. You need to be protected. Right, let's take a closer look. So we know what making a choice is. Let's take a look at sad embrace in its entirety. And again, any intuitive messages that you receive, you've got to run with that, okay? Right, loss is a part of life, so let go and allow time to heal you. This could be having to admit or having to acknowledge that someone is a coward. Someone should have protected you and defended you, and they didn't. And now you have to look at them and go, do you know what? I know why you didn't protect me when you should have done. Because you're a coward. And that's going to hurt. That's going to really, really hurt. Especially if that was like an enabling parent that should have defended you against the other parent and they never did. That's going to hurt. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. So you could be going through quite a lot of loss right now. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and a more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept this loss. Interesting. So it feels like Spirit is systematically removing people out of your life for a reason. That's how this energy feels. Relationships based on faulty foundations are supposed to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations were not met, then a sense of loss arises along with sadness and grief. So express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain that can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured, whatever the loss and however great it is. So let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Yeah, there is a silver lining here. And then you've got protect and treasure. You're always being protected and divinely directed. Yeah. Although it's a time of a great risk, know that at a fundamental level, you're able to move forward safely and securely. The proverbial nest egg is safe and sound, no matter the fluctuations in the world. Guardian angels and other guides are whispering to you, making you aware of their protective presence. Your loyalty is an important theme right now. Nurture that which you hold dear. So it's time for you to nurture and hold yourself dear. This is a good time for you to strengthen bonds of friendship and ensure their integrity. If you feel tested right now, know that a true and loyal heart always achieves its aim. Take refuge under an angel's wing. You're not alone and you have no need to fear. Embrace your courage. Yeah. I think that's perfectly said. Okay, so for the final deck that I'm going to use for your reading, it's one of these cheeky, sweary decks. Okay, so obviously if you don't like sarcasm or swearing, then you don't have to listen, okay? It's just to put in a little bit of light-hearted energy back into the read, so that at least then you can leave the reading with a smile on your face, okay? Right, so you got... Be yourself, even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool, weird ass. Yeah. There'll be none of that today. Anytime you feel yourself worrying about any of those asses, remember who you gotta wake up to every morning. That's you, baby, you. Your job is to make sure that you're good on your own terms, check in with what you really care about, and make sure that you're living up to that. No matter all those no matter what all those other asses out there might be thinking. Yeah. Yeah. This is all about being comfortable in your own skin. And some judgy little shit around you are doing everything that they can to make sure that you don't feel comfortable. So... interesting read, but yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If you feel that you require a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Definitely go check out the other readings that I've done for you as well. There should be like a March playlist or a daily reading playlist. You can be rest assured that if you resonate with the title of any of the other reads, it's come from something that I actually did say during your reading, okay? Because I do not clickbait titles. I don't care how many views that I'm losing out on because of it. It's not about that, okay? It's about, look, I'm wanting you to sift through the readings, and if you resonate with the title, you know that there's going to be some information in there that's genuinely, legitimately going to help you out, okay? But yeah, thank you again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.